Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories for you. First one is about Fano fighters, two who were killed in Addis Ababa, the capital city. Their family members have been in Addis Ababa. They want the dead bodies of their loved ones. Dead bodies. Have they been handed over to the families or not? Or families have been arrested? Secondly, Afar Somali clashes again ongoing. After a lull of a few days, clashes resumed between the two groups. And thirdly, we have details of the call for strike by the Oromo Liberation Army in the Oromia region at 12 a.m. last night between Saturday and Sunday. The strike was due to be implemented. So what happened? What today's day one of this strike? Which announcements have been made by OLA members? Kiro Belusima Oromo organization is behind this. Movement is behind this strike announced after Batur Gas's murder. Is the strike call being implemented or not in the Oromia region? Let's start with a new story about Fano fighters. Around 3 days ago, there was a clash between Fano fighters and Addis Ababa police in Addis Ababa in Bole sub-city. Two Fano fighters lost their lives in the shootout with Addis Ababa police. One was captured by police. Naosene and Ebenezer died. I think Haptamo was arrested, though different sources made different claims. Some said Haptamo had been killed, others said Haptamo had been arrested. But what I reported was that Naosene and Ebenezer had been arrested. Haptamo, they had been killed. Haptamo had been arrested. Now, the families of the two killed Fano fighters want to take the dead bodies of the two Fano fighters. Obviously, they have right to receive dead bodies. The two Fano fighters are from, one I think is from Shoa, another one is from Gondar. Now, Senai and Ebenezer's families have visited Addis Ababa. They are in Addis Ababa reportedly. And Noah's brothers were in Addis Ababa. They met with Addis Ababa authorities, Addis Ababa police, to receive the dead body of their brother, Noah Sinai. But reportedly, dead body was not handed over to the family last night. I confirmed last night that dead body had not been handed over to the family. Then some news outlets aired a very moving and disturbing message from Nausenai's mother. She was crying, saying that she wanted to give a proper burial to her son, but that her family members who went to Addis Ababa to receive that body had been arrested. Yes, the families have right to receive the dead bodies. Fano fighters have right to be buried properly by their families. This right cannot be denied, but in Ethiopia, rights are being denied. We are seeing that fundamental rights are being violated of people. And Ethiopian government would not let any major gathering to be organized in the Amhara region at the funeral, at the burial of these Fano fighters. So dead bodies will not be handed over, or dead bodies will be handed over, but the family will have to organize the burial program under the supervision of security forces. So general public won't be allowed to attend the burial gathering, I believe. This is what will happen, you'll see. These two people who died, especially in Sinai, are now heroes for Fano fighters. They are saying that these Fano fighters who died, they are new generation's heroes. And you'll see that if they're buried in the Amhara region, uh, their burial place will be a site for Fano fighters to visit and Fano supporters as well. So let's see, will the two Fano fighters be the dead bodies be handed over to the families or not? That remains to be seen. Secondly, Afar Somali clashes ongoing for years. I have done so many videos on that. Clashes erupt after every few weeks or months. Afars accuse Somali Isas of having backing from Djibouti, where Somalis are in power. And Djibouti accuses Afars of extremist elements, uh, especially fruit-like elements, which have been involved in attacks in Djibouti too, that they are backing Afar fighters. They've been backing, and they accuse Afar fighters of having backing of Ethiopian federal forces too. After every few days, we see these clashes. People die, and sometimes regional forces are not involved. Clashes are mainly between militias, tribes, tribal people, armed on both sides of the border. Since this morning, we have been receiving reports of clashes in West City between the two sides. A few days ago, we saw that Ethiopian Islamic Affairs Supreme Council announced to mediate between Afars and Somalis. The Islamic Affairs Supreme Council formed a committee to with members from both sides, but the issue could not be solved, it seems. Thirdly, viewers, today is the first day of OLA's call for strike across the Oromia region. Last 2 days ago, OLA made a call to the people of Oromia that starting from Sunday, there'll be strike across the Oromia region to condemn the murder of Bate Orgasa, OLF leader, who was murdered in Makki town, East Shoa, earlier this week. OLA accused Ethiopian security forces of having killed Bate Orgasa. Investigation is underway. 13 arrests have been made by Oromia police so far in connection with Bate Orgasa's murder, but no conclusion of the investigation so far. OLA is calling it a political assassination, like other saying that Hachalo was murdered, lawyer Abdul Jabbar was murdered. It's another political assassination in the Oromia region, according to the Oromo Liberation Army. That is why OLA called for a region-wide strike starting from 12 a.m. Last night. So what happened? Is strike being observed across the Oromia region? OLA has announced that traffic will be suspended, businesses will remain closed, banks will remain closed, schools will also be closed. By the way, all these institutions remain closed on Sunday. Today is Sunday. So on Sunday, banks close, businesses closed, government offices closed. So the closure today is not related to the strike. We'll see tomorrow. Will banks, businesses, schools remain closed on Monday? That we'll see tomorrow. So for today, closed because it's Sunday. And then traffic won't be allowed. Vehicles won't be allowed to move along roads. Markets will be closed as well. All businesses closed. Protests will be carried out. People will wear black. And they'll tie white ribbons on their hands, down the wrists. This is what OLA is asking people to do. I'll do a video later today to give you details of the strike. So far, what we have learned is that in Wallaga, West Wallaga, roads seem deserted, traffic flow suspended or disrupted, you can say. In Gimbi, West Wallaga, roads are closed reportedly. In parts of BG2, Banishangal Gumas, especially in Asosa, close to Oromia border, roads are closed. In Ishoa, Mekki town, where Batur Gasa was murdered, obviously there is strike. People, people are not protesting, but reportedly there is no traffic on roads and businesses are closed. We'll have to wait till tomorrow. And will this strike call spread across Oromia? We'll have to wait to see that. Today is day one. When will the strike end? No one knows. OLA says strike will end when OLA will announce the end of strike. So far, it has just started. So let's wait what happens. Is Oromia behind OLA? Is Oromia united in condemnation of Batur Gasa's murder? Is Oromia, does Oromia believe that government is behind the death, the killing of Batur Gasa? That will be clear if people join the strike call. So we'll see that in coming days, in coming hours. It's too early to conclude if the strike call is a success or failure. Let's wait. Thank you for watching.